You are under oath. I remind you, Mr. Go. Ulitin ko yung tanong ko para maging maliwanag. Would you admit or would you deny na yung mga doktor na ng inyong networking ay nakakatanggap ng komisyon coming from your company? Yes or no?
There are two.
No, sir. Yes or no? Yes or no lang po,
I
please.
deny.
You deny. Makukulong ka ngayon. Because meron ako mga cheque na magpapatunay na kayo, yung kumpanya mo, nag-issue sa mga doktor na miyembro ni... Yari ka ngayon. Isang tanong lang. Would you deny? Okay. Wala po akong problema sa inyong negosyo, per se. Legitimate po yung negosyo ninyo. Meron kayong SEC, registration, BIR, FDA, approved yung mga drugs nyo. Wala tayong problema dyan, sir. Ang tanong ko ngayon, would you admit or deny na yung may mga doktor na pasok sa MLM ninyo ay nakakatanggap ng commission, yes or no? You are under oath. I remind you, Mr. Go. Ulitin ko yung tanong ko para maging maliwanag. Would you admit or would you deny na yung mga doktor na ng inyong networking ay nakakatanggap ng komisyon coming from your company? Yes or no?
There are two.
No, sir. Yes or no? Yes or no lang po,
I
please.
deny.
You deny. Makukulong ka ngayon. Because meron ako mga cheque na magpapatunay na kayo, yung kumpanya mo, nag-issue sa mga doktor na miyembro ni... Yari ka ngayon. Kulong ka. You're under oath. Binigyan kita ng chance. I'll give you another chance. Doktor ka?
Yes po.
Okay. Kawawa ka naman, Doc. Ulitin ko. Sure ka, i-deny mo. Meron akong check rate na yung mga doktor na miyembro ng MLM ninyo ay hindi nakakatanggap ng komisyon. You said that's
Not true po.
okay. I rest my case, Mr. Chair. So mamaya pakilinis lang sa baba.
May tanong lang ako sa ano.
Yung papakulong natin yung mga nagsisinungaling.
The detention.
Ipapadetain natin to si Mr. Go. Dahil
Sure.
under oath and I will show you proof na siya po ay nagsinungaling.
Sinusunod ba ito ng Department of Health, including yourself, the officials seated beside you?
Opo, Mr. Chair, we will follow these very strict rules. And in fact, the Universal Healthcare Law has created an ethics committee, a bioethics committee of health. So this is the Public Health Ethics Committee prescribed, Public Health Ethics Committee prescribed in the Universal Healthcare Law. And this morning, I actually activated the existing members.
I'm sure matagal niyo na pong naririnig itong about Belkens. Ang tanong ko lang po, naging normal ba yan sa medical community ang naging business practice ng Belkens? What is considered as conflict of interest po from your end sa Philippine Medical? Since doctors po ang mga board of directors dito.
Hindi po kasi gawain ng Philippine Medical Association na mag-imbestiga ng mga business models ng mga kumpanya. So,
pero from your end,
ngayon po na...
your opinion, meron bang nalalabag dito?
Kailangan po kasing, imbestigahan, And we have the Commission on Ethics of the Philippine Medical Association.
Na-imbestigahan niyo na po ito?
Hindi pa po.
So, well, she's denying it. Nagkakaroon siya ng conflict Sinasabi ng PSC kanina sa tanong ko na merong conflict of interest na doon na yung mga doktor ay investor sa isang pharmaceutical company and now she's saying kailangan pang imbestigahan. Dr. Lechon, ano sa palagay niyo po? Kayo bilang isang doctor, health reform advocate, is there a conflict of interest?
Yes, may conflict of interest. But I'd like to say, when I was president of the Philippine College of Physicians in 2015, may similar case of stapa and malversation of a president of a chapter. So dumaan yun sa Committee on Ethics. In-strip po namin siya ng title na Diplomate and Fellow. And then, parallel complaint po sa PRC. So that particular gentleman went to another country, tinanak siya nakakapag-practice. Meaning to say, our level, we can control. So, ganun ho ang pagdisiplina kagad. So, para mabilis ho kagad yun. We have a committee on ethics and legal, and then iaakyat ho sa board kagad yun. And then the decision was swift, actually. I think in about 2 months, strict option ng title, and accepted that guy. So that guy went to London. Sabi niya, kailangan niya sa akin ng endorsement kasi kawawa naman ang buhay ko. Sabi ko, I will sign your for the scholarship sa Chevening. But you disclose you were dishonorably dismissed. Ang makalain mo, kuha ng test sa London, pasado. Tapos sabi nung Chevening, we accepted you because pumasa ka na exam at tinanggap mo yon. So right now, professor siya doon. What I'm saying, we impose the penalty, accepted niya, swift po yung management. So at our level, as organization, we can do something about it provided you should be decisive regarding this.
Okay. Now, Doc, isa na lamang kasi nawala na tayo, nakalimutan na. Yung pag-i-issue ng cheque ng Belkens sa mga doktor at meron tayong mga ebidensya, ano po yung take nyo doon?
Sir, with due respect to my colleagues, hindi ho tama po yun. Kasi kataas-taasan no ay sa amin ho, traditional, I've been practicing for 35 years. Meron ho kaming code of ethics sa PRC, sa PMA, at saka sa Mexico Principles. We will not deny that there's a entanglement, but there should be educational grant and usually 70-30. So pag attend mo ng convention, yung amin ho mga lunch symposia, sponsored yan ng mga pharmaceutical, but there should be an educational grant. Pero wala hong ganyan. Kataas-taasan mo pagdadating sa clinic, bibigyan kang donut, bibigyan kang ballpen, bibigyan kang kape. Hanggang doon lang. At may limit ho ang lunch ho namin. Hindi pe pwedeng more than 1,000. That is stipulated ho doon sa aming code of ethics. And then traveling ho abroad should always be with a convention. Hindi pwedeng junket. So kunyari, nagpunta ka ng Iceland, nagpunta ka ng ganito, tapos walang convention, bit-bit mo lahat. Hindi ho pwede yun. That is a junket. Yun ho yung differentiation ng ginagawa po na practice. No? I'm not privy ho to the practice of PK. Kasi yan ho, nakita lang natin ho sa news. What I'm referring right now is the standard na ginagawa na 95% of multinationals, local companies, na yun ang traditional and accepted yan.
Doc, last na naman. So, talking about culpability, yung pharmaceutical company, Belkens, nag-issue ng cheque sa doktor, cash. Sino may culpability doon sa conflict of interest? Yung
Sir,
doktor, kasama rin ba o yung Belkens? Or both?
hindi ako abogado, sir, no? But it takes
Yung bilang isang doktor.
it takes two to tango, sir, eh. So in-entice ka, tapos tumanggap ka. So that is stipulated, sir, in the book na Lucifer Effect, if I may. You are a good person and turn into evil based on the Stanford study by Philip Zimbardo when you're affected by money, peer pressure, and power. Nag-iiba because there's enticement eh. So, kung nangyari ho ito, never po ako nakakatanggap po ng ganitong kalalaki kung sakali man po. So, I'm just, hindi ho ako privy ho These are evidences lang na pinrepresent yung po ngayon. And I have no idea regarding that. But ako personally, I have not received any amount of this matter.
Honorable Senator,
Yes, sir.
may I make a statement?
Sige, sagutin niyo po.
When the check came out from the internet, we tracked the check. It belonged to a doctor who has a series of pharmacies. So, may patakaran kami, pag nagbayad ka ng full sa amin, we give you additional discount. Yun ang check na yan. That's not a rebate. That's additional discount for paying on time. We cannot just, I'm sorry, but
Paying on time, so bakit may cheque ulit yung doktor?
kasi po, pag nagbayad po siya, nagbibigay po kami ng additional,
Bakit siya magbabayad po sa inyo?
kasi po nag-ano po siya, nagbibili siya ng gamot, dinidistribute na sa drugstore niya.
So bumibili siya ng gamot
Sa
sa
amin
inyo?
po, opo.
Okay.
Tapos may drugstore po siya.
Exactly. So, wala ka nakikita masama doon? Na bibili siya ng gamot sa inyo and then of course, dadaling sa kanyang pharmacy, ang kanyang, kasi may rebate kanyo. So, ang kanyang gagawin ngayon ireseta lang niya ang gamot na kung saan binili niya sa inyo. Hindi
Ah.
siya magreseta ng gamot na hindi galing sa inyo because he will not receive anything. What's in it for him?
Marami po siyang drugstore. No, and this is also a practice sa mga ibang pharmaceutical company na if ang
Kaya-
doctor
kaya
may
ito eh.
drugstore,
Okay, now, PRC. May conflict of interest ba doon yung isang doktor na magmamayari ng mga pharmacies na bibili, tulad sinabi ni Mr. Go, na bumibili sa kanila ng mga gamot para ilagay sa kanya mga botika at dahil dyan, on time siya magbayad, nabibigyan siya ng rebate. May conflict of interest ho ba doon? May irregularity ho ba doon?
this,
So,
Your Honor, it's not as clear-cut because of the circumstances that you're saying that it's part of the rebate for paying early. So
it's additional discount.
it's not really clear-cut situation.
so pang gray area.
Yes, sir. It
So
depends on the circumstances, sir.
So, meron bang written agreement between you and the doctor na bumibili po sa inyo?
I think
Ng
so,
mga gamot.
sir. I think may purchase order nakuha ng aming rep.
At nakakuha siya ng discount. Kaya nga yung sinasabi ko na yung doktor, Mr. Chair, ay bibili ng gamot sa kanya. He will keep on buying medicines from his company para makakuha siya ng discount. And of course, para mabenta yung mga gamot niya na binili niya dito, ang ireseta niya, puro gamot lang na binili niya sa Belkens.
Iba yung discount na sinasabi mo sa incentives?
Iba po.
Incentives ito o
Discount po sa pharmacy ng doktor na yan.
Yun nga sasabihin niya discount, pero actually it's incentive.
incentive?
He can always use it's a semantics. Sabihin niya na incentives when in discount when in fact it's incentive. Now, Dr. Lechon, doktor nagmamayari ng pharmacy. Para sa iyo may conflict of interest ba doon?
Opo, sir. May kasi sir, kung meron kang pharmacy sir, ang tendency mo ay bilhin doon eh. When I was in practice sir, 35 years ago, may lumapit sir sa akin ahente at magbibigay ng 5+1. Sabi niya, pag binigyan kita ng 5 boxes sa isa, sabi ko hindi ko kaya yan. Kasi mapipilitan ako i-prescribe yung gamot kung hindi kailangan. So, in the same light, kung mayroon kang pharmacy at nandun yung gamot mo, ituturo mo doon, edi conflict of interest yan. Hindi lang yan. Sa probinsya, sir, meron pa sir puninarya pa. Meron siyang drugstore, may puninarya pa siya, may restaurant pa siya.
Nakakatakot yan.
Hindi,
Baka mo papatay niya pasyente.
hindi sir, kinento to sir. Kinento to sa akin ng pasyente kung taga Cagayan. There was one doctor na may hospital siya, meron siyang cafeteria, may drugstore siya,
May punaraya.
may puninarya pa sir siya.
Kompleto Ricardo.
Kompleto po sir yun. So, yun po sir yun eh. That's ang conflict. Meron din sir mga doktor na may,
Paano gagaling yung pasyente niyan?
ayun na,
Ale, sa tingin mo, paano gagaling?
hindi ko sir masagot.
Pag hindi gumaling, nandiyan yung punaraya.
Tsaka sir, may iba na, hindi ko naman sir nilalahat, meron din dialysis center. Kaya sir, nung nagbunyi kayo na mataas ang ating dialysis na from 160, ako sir nalungkot eh. So ibig sabihin, hindi controlled ang diabetes and hypertension, kaya dumadami ang nadadialysis. Nagbunyi lahat eh. Oo eh, ang dami ng dialysis session. That is actually a failure of preventive health education. Ibig sabihin, nagbabalo ng diabetes, hypertension, kaya nagkangailan tayo dialysis. Kaya ang gastos natin sa PhilHealth, kuba tayo 17 billion a year. Kung mababawasan natin ang diabetes at hypertension and we're not focused on the drugs, then we will prevent dialysis. Kaya pag nag-dialysis killed ka. Eh ang problema sir, magre-reseta ka ng mga gamot na to na kopong mo pa. Hirap ka na, pinahihirapan mo pa ang pasyente. It's just a matter of time maubos ang pera mo. So, one particular thing na dapat natin gawin is to re-evaluate the PhilHealth. Na dapat may preventive aspect siya so that hindi tayo mag-dialysis. Kaya dumadami sir ang gamot nun eh.
Speaking of PhilHealth, nagtaas kayo ng dialysis session ninyo. Pero may narinig pa rin akong hindi marami tayong pasyente nakikinig. Tinaasan nyo yung free dialysis session? Naging 155 na ba ngayon?
156, Mr. Chair.
155 na po. From 90 noon, tinasan to 140,
44,
144. Now, it's
15.
Mamaya na po kayo. Okay, off muna, Dr. Luis. Iba po itong pinag-usapan namin. Itong sa dialysis, 150,
6, Mr. Chairperson.
156. Ang libre. Ngayon,
Correct, Mr. Chairperson.
marami pa rin akong narinig na hindi nakaka-avail ng free dialysis. Ano bang update ng programa nyo na sa free dialysis ninyo sa ngayon?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chairperson, honorable members of the committee. At present, Mr. Chairperson, we are fully implementing the increase in the dialysis sessions, and lots of member groups or patient groups are happy with this development, with the increase in number of sessions as provided by PhilHealth, Mr. Chairperson. Honorable
Lahat
members of the
ng
committee.
Pilipino ay membro ng PhilHealth, di ba?
That's correct, Mr. Chairperson.
So they can avail of this free dialysis program from PhilHealth.
Yes, Mr. Chairperson.
Ano lang po information drive ninyo kasi may narinig ako na wala po silang, hindi sila nakaka-avail nung 156 na
Mr.
free dialysis.
Mr. Chair, I found the violation po based on the PMA and the PRC Code of Ethics. Physicians shall not participate in any marketing strategies, including but not limited to special prescription pads, rebates, commissions, or raffles. It is in the joint declaration of the PMA and the PRC. It's in number 4 in my slide, if you can put that. It's there. Physicians shall not participate in any marketing strategies, including but not limited to special prescription pads, rebates, commissions, or raffles. That is on my slide, implication on the public trust in the medical profession. So it's it's in the law of the PMA and the PRC.
Dr. Lechon, nandito po ang ating well-respected presidente po ng Philippine Pharmacists Association. She's a dean from UST. May we hear your position on this issue, Dr. Aleta Dakanay? I'm sure importante po ito sa inyo being the presidente po ng pharmacist.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, for the opportunity given to represent the Filipino pharmacists all over the world. Ang sa amin po ay yung dispensing, kaya nakapartner po kami sa doktor. At naniniwala po kami na we are enforcing in full capacity by virtue of our oath that we maintain a good dispensing practice. And that we follow po yung dispensing practice namin based on the Generics Act, the Generics Law, na we follow what is in the prescription provided by the doctor, provided that it must be a reputable prescription that we follow. So ito ay mga pharmacists naka-deploy sa mga butika, at itong mga butika po na ito ay accredited or licensed by the FDA. Kaya dapat po sa bawat butika may pharmaceutica, at tinitignan po namin, no, napakahalaga po dito that we partner with the doctor, ensuring na pagka po nag-dispense kami, kaya nga po nasa cyberbully po ang pharmacist, kasi pinagpipilitan po talaga niya na gawin ang trabaho niya, na pag walang prescription at hindi tama yung prescription, hindi po niya yon dinidispense. Pagkakailangan po ng prescription yung gamot na binibili ng pasyente. Kaya po yung sinasabi ninyo kanina, I was discussing with the PHAP representative po na on the context of having the drugstore, dapat po si FDA will ensure that the drugstore is a licensed drugstore po talaga, at bawat butika dapat may pharmaceutica na tumitingin kung ano po yung piniprescribe ng mga doktor. Though hindi po namin pinupulis yung mga doktor, but syempre po we partner with them to ensure that the patients receive the right medication based on the prescription given by the doctors. Kaya dito po gusto ko lang pong i-highlight ang kahalagahan po ng pharmacist sa bawat butika. Yun po. Dapat po, bawat butika, meron pong pharmaceutica. Yun.
Mr. Chair, doon lang sa cheque po, Sir, Mr. Senator, if I may. So, if the doctor, sir, who owns the pharmacy buys from Belkens, why is Belkens issuing the check? It should be the doctor pharmacy owner issuing the check to Belkens for buying the latter's product. So, di ba parang rebate po siya?
O di, sagutin natin si Dr. Siya mismo nagsabi na inamin niya kanina, di ba?
It's additional discount for paying on time. We already asked the doctor. We asked our accountant. We know lumabas yan eh. Sa internet yan. So we called the doctor and we talked to our accountant, ano to? And we got an information sa accountant mismo namin, Doc, additional discount that we extended kasi nagbayad siya on time.
Kaya lang, Mr. Chair, if I may. Kasi when we interfere with the pharmacist's job, we're influencing here substitution eh. Kaya we don't want the doctors to interfere with the pharmacy. Kasi hindi mo masusunod ang generics law dyan. Kunyari, ako, nag-prescribe ako ng generics. Hindi na ako naglagay ng brand para sa ganun, fair lang. Nang lumalabas, pagbalik sa akin, iba yung binigay. Wala yan, out of stock. So napilitan ako maglagay ng generic plus the branded. Baka lain mo sabihin, ay out of stock yung gusto mo. Pero meron akong ibibigay sa iyo. So dapat ayusin din yung pharmacy level na lumayo sa trabaho ng doktor. At ang pharmacy should not meddle with the decision of the doctor in terms of prescription. Anong nangyari, sir? May substitution at the pharmacy level eh. Kaya dapat, sir, yan, klaro ang kanilang
Saka
distinction.
masyadong mababa yung penalties provided in the Generics Act right now. Sa ngayon po, maximum fine of 10,000 lang, no? At we can start craft our own version of the Stark law, no? Dapat bawal po itong mag-refer ang doctor ng sa mga entities kung saan may financial relationship sila. Immediate family member. Tulad nitong Belkens, puro doktor pa rin naman ang mga member. It's high time. It's high time that we craft a new law and stiffer and higher penalties.
Sendog, yung sinabi ni Dr. Lechon, ako mismo maka-attest. Nung nabubuhay pa yung mother-in-law ko, ilang beses nangyari yan. Naresetahan ng doktor, yung mother-in-law ko, so may utusan ng tao, sasabihin, wala. Out of stock. So ngayon, magkakaroon switching. Pero ito, maganda na gamot to, pareho lang yan. So pagbalik nung inutusan, hindi na yung mismong gamot na nireseta. Iba na ang pangalan, pero kapareho daw. Wag ka. The following day, pagbalik namin, bumalik doon, for another medicine, ginawa na naman ulit. 2 days in a row, out of stock. Para mapalitan ng brand na i-recommenda ng pharmacist.
Gusto ko lang tanungin ng FDA, naging nasa mentality na po natin pumapasok sa isipan ng Pilipino na always hinahanap nila branded. May tanong lang ako sa inyo, para at least alam naman ng Pilipino, mga kababayan natin, may diferensya ba talaga yung pag nag-scribe ng generic? For example, paracetamol. May diferensya ba yun? Makakawala ng sakit sa ulo? Yung branded at saka yung ibang klase, mas mura. Halimbawa, may 20 pesos dito, ito naman 10 pesos. Anong pinagkaiba? Based on your study, kayo po nag-aaral ng contents or yung laman ng gamot na yan?
Chair, kapag po ang isang gamot ay na-issuean po ng FDA ng Certificate of Product Registration, yung safety, efficacy, and quality po, equivalent po sila. Kaya po may generic versus po yung branded. Kasi yung mga branded naman po, dalawang klase po yun, yung off-patent at patented. Yung mga off-patent po, meron po yung generic equivalent na pag binigyan po ng CPR ng FDA, equivalent po sila.
Pareho lang yung epekto?
Pareho lang po ang epekto.
Bakit hinahanap minsan ng tao yung may mga branded talaga? At saka, medyo ano na tayo modern na tayo ngayon. Yung mga prescription siguro pwede nang printed na. Minsan I heard hindi nababasa minsan. Totoo ba 'yun, Dr. Mata? Hindi nababasa?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I have a slide that shows a prescription that is not readable. And sa US po, sa research, 7,000 po ang namamatay per year and 1.5 million ang nai-injure dahil hindi lang nababasa yung mga reseta nila. In the country, actually, marami na din pong mga resetang digital. Kahit yung kay Dr. Flores kanina, digital na din po. But there are still a lot of prescriptions and yung mga pharmacists po ang nagsasuffer because naalangarin din silang ilabas yung reseta because baka mali and baka sila yung mademanda and kawawa rin ang patient dahil hindi nila nababasa ito mismo. But the technology has really advanced a lot that we can just do this with just our regular cell phones with Wi-Fi printers, etc. So that's why yun pong aking gustong i-raise up that probably you could make a bill that you could encourage the doctors and help the doctors as well to shift because napag-iwanan na po tayo ng buong mundo. Halos lahat na po ng bansa ay digital and ang reading capability ng tao ngayon is digital eh. No, hindi na tayo sanay sa written, puro digital na tayo, social media. So reading that kind of prescription is almost impossible. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Kung basahin.
last two questions na lang and then I'll have to go. PRC, I need you to investigate and file appropriate charges pag nakita nyo na may guilt talaga itong mga doktor na number 1, nagmamay-ari ng mga pharmacy. Number 2, itong mga doktor na investor o may-ari ng Belkins. Number 3, itong mga doktor na mayroong mini butika sa kanilang mga clinic. At syempre, dahil may butika sila sa mga clinic, siguro yung sinasabi ni Dr. Raymond Go, bumibili itong mga doktor ng mga medisina sa kanila at dinadala nila sa clinic nila at yun ang nireseta nila. I know that's conflict of interest, so you need to investigate that, PRC. Kaya lang, ang tanong, ilang dekada pa ang mag-antay? 1 decade, 2 decades, 3 decades?
May pakiusap lang kami sa PRC aside from crafting a new law tungkol dito, no? PRC, sundin niyo yung sinabi ni Senator Tulfo, panagutin niyo yung dapat managot dito. Huwag niyo pong tagalan at unahin niyo po yung kapakanan ng mga pasyente. Huwag niyo pong unahin yung kapakanan ng mga pharmaceutical companies. Yun lang po ang pakiusap ko sa inyo. Unahin niyo po yung mga mahirap nating kababayan na halos walang pambili po ng gamot. Senator Tulfo, gusto ko mong balikan mamiato rito. Medyo mahaba yung discussion but Secretary Ted has to live by one. Very important itong isang issue dito. Maubos ang panahon natin dito sa Belkins. Babalikan namin kayo. Hindi pa tayo tapos. Pwede natin tawagin yung mga mga health workers. Kindly, please, dito kayo.
Mr. Chair, only one question before I leave
Ah.
para makaalis na ako.
Apo.
Kasi I still have kay Dr. Go. Dr. Go,
Health allowance kasi itong next natin.
ilan ba yung mga shareholders nila? Ilan yung shareholders sa inyo na mga doktor?
If I remember right, around 50 po.
15?
50 po.
Ilan silang connected sa government hospital like Heart Center?
Hindi ko po ma-recall ang exact number. Siguro ang connected sa Heart Center, mga 4.
Up to this, as we speak?
When we say connected sa Heart Center, ibig sabihin,
Nagtatrabaho, they're receiving salaries from the government.
siguro, I think siguro 3 or 4 lang po.
While they are incorporators or shareholders of Belkins, they are practicing,
In Heart Center po.
they are receiving salaries from the government.
I think so po.
One is, who are these doctors who are receiving salaries from the government hospital?
Can we check the records, Your Honor? We
Do
will
you know
submit.
Dr. Alina Hojilla?
She is from Baguio. Senator.
She is?
From Baguio.
Is she here? No.
No po.
All right. Meron dito, but she's a member, she's a stockholder of your company.
Yes po.
All right. She owns a SUV Mercedes-Benz. Yan.
Yes po.
You know? That
Yes.
she owns this
She owns
Mercedes-Benz?
Mercedes-Benz.
Did you give it to her? Did the company give it to her?
She purchased it from the company po.
How did she purchase
Kasi
it from
po,
the company?
there was initially a plan.
Huh?
There was initially a plan po for me to have a Benz. A Mercedes
For you
Benz.
to have a
Benz.
Benz.
So,
Okay.
as being the president for almost the entire life of the company. So, so they bought the car, but then I said, mahal ang maintenance. And
What model is this?
hindi ko alam po.
Parang
So-
sports car eh.
I'm sorry po, I'm not familiar with Mercedes-Benz. I'm only Hyundai Santa Fe.
Ano yung sinabi mo kanina? You wanted a Mercedes-Benz, kamo? She bought this Mercedes-Benz from your
From
company?
the company po.
Oh,
The board decided to give me a Mercedes-Benz.
ano kamo?
The board po.
The board
of
decided
director,
to give her.
me a
to give you.
Mercedes-Benz. Yeah.
Why?
Because I've been in the company for 17 years.
And then she bought, Dr. Hojilla bought it.
yes,
from
sa,
you.
sa company po. Yeah.
Bali,
She bought it
second
sa-
hand na.
Ano po?
Second hand na.
Hindi nagamit po. Kasi nung diniliver sa company, sabi ko ayoko niyan. Masyadong mahal yan.
Hindi incentivo to, hindi incentive to, reward.
Well, it's for me serving the company for 17 years
No,
po.
kay Dr. Rohilia, that's why she purchased this Mercedes Benz.
She purchased.
Is this part of a reward or incentive or did she meet a quota?
No po. Nung natenga yung Mercedes-Benz, na walang gagawin dyan, she offered to buy it herself.
How much did she buy it for?
Hindi ko rin alam po. We will
Did
check
she
our
buy
records.
this? When? When?
We will check the records po.
Okay, Dr. Beswilan. You know him?
I know him po.
Oh.
We did
May
not
OD.
we did not give that car to him. Siya mismo bumili niyan.
Bumili saan?
Hindi ko po alam.
Ano connection nyo dito kay Dr. Beswilan?
I think he's one of our investor po.
Oh, investor. Oh, maliwanag. Okay. Dr. Helen Brown. Cardiologist too. You know her?
I know her po.
You know her?
Yes po.
Part of your company?
No, she is being covered but she's not an investor po.
She is what?
She's being covered by our medical representative. Our medrep. May medrep po eh.
But she's a doctor.
Yeah, these doctors are very successful in their practice.
No problem about it. Hindi ko naman sinasabi kung successful o hindi successful. Ang inaano ko, kung meron talagang incentives na binibigay nyo sa kanila.
Wala po.
Alright. Oh,
Sandali,
Dr.
kasi-
Last na to. Dr. Pesebre. Maserati. You know him?
He's a cardiologist po. We
Yeah.
are in the cardiology circle.
Yeah,
Kilala ko.
you know him?
Yes.
Personally.
Yes.
Investor?
Hindi po.
Ano siya?
He's also being covered by a rep.
Marami siyang gamot na prescribe para sa Belkens.
I do not know, sir. I will have to check our record.
Magkapit na tayo. Lahat itong mga doktor na
Senator Jinggoy, na-mention mo lahat kanina. May tanong lang po ako sa inyo. Nagre-recruit ba kayo ng mga doctors to invest sa inyong company?
Hindi po.
For the record, hindi kayo nag
Hindi po. That's why the number of doctors is only 50. There was a time in our company where we need capitalization in the early years of development. So doon po nag-invite kami ng mga friends if they want to invest in our company.
Mas malaki ba ang kikitain nila pag nag-invest sila sa inyo?
Actually po, hindi po eh. Kasi they will only earn through dividends. But since the company is growing po, I think the board has only approved twice na mag-dividend po.
So inaamin mo na ito bang company nyo is a multi-level marketing?
Hindi po. Hindi po.
To SEC, nandito ba si to SEC attorney Sherwin?
Secgo,
Sir.
Secgo.
Apo.
Para lang matapos. Dr.
Yes po.
Go, meron
Yes,
ka,
Your Honor.
may-ari ka ba ng Zurex?
Hindi po.
Kahit franchise?
Saan to the SEC dito?
We have a franchise in Malolos po. But I'm not the owner of the Zurarex po.
You're the owner?
I'm part of the owners sa franchise.
Sabi mo kanina wala.
I'm not the owner of the SureRx per se po. I only have a branch po.
May franchise ka ng Zurex?
Yes po. Yes po.
Ha?
Yes po.
Alright.
Okay.
Maliwanag.
Ngayon, sinabi niya kanina, Mr. Chair, na yung isang doktor ay nagdo-double bilang isang medrep. Sabi mo, may
Hindi po, hindi po.
No, you did mention that
I
kanina.
did not say
Sabi mo,
po.
medrep.
Ang medrep
Isang doktor,
po,
sabi mo.
ang medrep po, pinupuntahan nila ang doktor. That doctor is only being visited by our medrep. Hindi po sila investor.
No, wait a minute. Di ba? Sinabi niya kanina na yung isang doktor, sabi niya, medrep.
No, we never po. No po. No, Helen Brown is a respected cardiologist in
Senator
Baguio.
Jinggoy, Senator, we can have all the time later at babalikan pa natin sila. Tapos
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Robert Lanado, Raffy Tulfo appears to lack a full comprehension of the subject matter at hand, instead prioritizing his position as a prominent figure in the public hearings. It is evident to viewers that his expertise may be lacking in certain areas of discussion. Pahayag naman ni Oscar Castro, kawawa ang mga doktor, nagpakadalubhasa sila tapos pahihiyain lang kahit walang matibay na ebidensya. That's bullying. At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si Maximo Apologista. Ano ka ba Tulfo? Kahit sa Palawan Pawn Shop meron din rebate kung may suki card ka. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.